had these songs we wanted to do, and then we didn't like practice them. We got caught up on some new stuff that we're trying to work out. This happens all the time. We just
so many songs.
There's so many songs, and then you're looking out at the sea in the room, and you forget everything you were gonna do. So we're gonna do a ragtime tune, because we haven't done any ragtime tunes thus far, I think.
No.
At all.
We have not.
No. And ragtime is right there on that evolutionary ladder of music that took us into the blues and jazz, and it's just a fun style. So this song is called Florida Blues. Do you have a origin?
We have no story about it.
Other than I was calling it the wrong song for years. That's all the story.
And it's called the blues, but it's a very raggy blues.
It's called Florida Blues. So this is all you Floridians out there, which I know you all exist.
There are many.
We've met many of you.
Yeah, go to Florida.
Although I don't know if I've ever experienced ragtime in Florida.
No, but one of the greatest blind ragtime guitar pickers came from Florida. His name was Blind Blake, and I will attempt to not butcher his style as I back up Ben on this one.
I like the sound of that. You guys hear that? I want 2, 4. blues. Let me just have a couple more songs. Oh, Jones, yeah, that's right, because we just said we were going to do the thing.
Okay. All right. For those of you who maybe this is the first time seeing us, I think we've tried to do one of these, this guy's tunes every set, because he's Blind Blake, Alfonso Higgs. He is the other Blind Blake. He worked at the Nassau Hotel with his Royal Calypso Orchestra for the 30s through the 50s. And in the 50s was recorded playing their repertoire, and he had a great band. They backed him up and did some like calypso flavored American like minstrel era tunes of their own kind of their own style. And it was beautiful stuff. And some tourists would bring the records back to the mainland after vacation, and somewhere along the line in the late 50s, early 60s, the records started being interpreted by people like Dave Van Ronk and folks like that in the great folk scare of the 1960s. And so that's Utah Phillips' term for it, the great folk scare. It's much better than the folk revival. It was the great folk scare is what it was. And so this is a murder ballad recorded by Alfonso Higgs. It's called Jones, Oh Jones.
Boys, I had a friend by the name of Jones, and his idea sure was wrong. I took old Jones for my personal friend. Don't you see what Jones had done?
No, but tell me.
Now Jonesy hung around me like a hungry hound, took my woman and he left this town.
Oh, I see how it is.
Now I wonder if anybody in here can tell me if they seen old Jones. Jones, oh Jones, boy, you know you can't last long. Jones, oh Jones, you better bring my woman back home. Got a 4-foot down, you with me, gon' buy a Gatling gun. I never meet you, Jones, you know it ain't no use to run. I got the ambulance down here with me, the undertaker too, and here's a studio doctor's offering me money for you. I'm going to take you for myself, I'm going to kill you dead and bury you. Gonna dig you up for fun, I'm going to stand and watch the buzzards pick the meat off your bones. I'm going to take my weight and butcher, gonna chop you through and through. I'm going to chop you into pieces just big enough to stew on. When I get through, everybody's gonna moan. Jones, oh Jones, Jones, oh Jones, boy, you know you can't last long. Jones, oh Jones, you better bring my woman back home. Yes, I had a little gal by the name of June. I took her home with me, but that June she wouldn't do. Yes, I had another gal by the name of Minnie. She didn't want one man because she loves a plenty. Yes, I had another gal by the name of May. I took her home with me, but that gal she wouldn't stay. I got a 4-foot down, you with me, gon' buy a Gatling gun. I never meet you, Jones, you know it ain't no use to run. See, Jones, he told me that he was my personal pal, but you son of a bum, you done and stole away my gal. Now I'm up and down that town, just looking for that bum. I never meet you, Jones, I'm going to give the buzzards fun. I took you to my place, I gave you room to stay, but you son of a bum, you took my gal and ran away. I got the ambulance down here with me, the undertaker too, and here's a studio doctor's offering me money for you. I'm going to take you for myself, I'm going to kill you dead and bury you. Gonna dig you up for fun, I'm going to stand and watch the buzzards pick the meat off your bones. I'm going to take my weight and butcher, or chop you through and through. I'm going to chop you into pieces just big enough to stew on. When I get through, everybody's gonna moan. Jones, oh Jones. Thank you, folks. How much time? Wait.
We think we have like 5 minutes.
We got
Yeah,
one more left. One more. Okay.
All right, so we are.
Thank you to the Blues Society.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you so much to the Washington Blues Society for introducing us to this whole scene in the first place. Tony, wherever you are, if you're here, just
Tony Frederickson, man. Please give it up for Tony Frederickson. He and his whole team of people, without them, we would never have gotten here. Or to Memphis.
Or to Memphis. Thank you to the judges for voting us in and getting us here. And thank you to all of you who have come to our shows and listened to our songs and supported us.
Sat through all of our yammering.
Sat through all of our yammering. We are just so thrilled and honored and privileged to be here in these seas singing these songs for you. And we hope that we will see you down the road. So thank you so much.
Hats off to you. So we're based in Seattle, and it's a long ways. And if there's any way you can support our music by getting our CD or our chat book upstairs on the 5th floor, we would so appreciate that. We'd be happy to sign it.
It's the best way to take us home with you.
Yeah.
Not the only way, but it's the best way. Just joking.
Don't forget it.
Just joking.
So we've been very lucky to be able to bring along our wonderful ladies, and so we'd like to ask ladies, which a cappella thing would you like us to end with? Should we do Diamond Joe or should we do The Longest Train?
Diamond Joe.
Diamond Joe.
A medley.
That would be a sad medley.
Yeah, too heartbreaking.
We'd be a puddle.